And in the program today, the Malawi Revenue Authority encourages importers to utilize duty waivers. National Bank Pension Fund migrates its farmer employees' benefits to Nika Life. I'll find out why. We have these and other stories. Stay tuned.
Excuse me, madam. Stop billing. I'm taking back all these goods to the shelves.
What's wrong, sir?
Never mind. I have just changed my mind.
Excuse me. I just noticed you returned all the goods you meant to buy. What went wrong?
Some of these products are not originally made here in Malawi.
But these goods have a logo to authenticate them. And we manufacture them ourselves.
Then it means you're not registered with Buy Malawi strategy. This logo here with a tick is not correct.
How?
All products and services registered with Buy Malawi strategy have an original logo approved by government through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism that really authenticates your product as a Malawian product. Now, once you register, your product and service will be recognized as Malawian. Look, we must buy Malawi to build Malawi. You can find out more from Buy Malawi Secretariat or call them on 01 770 244 0993 707 729 or 0999 528 510. You can also simply email info@buymalawi.mw.
Buy Malawi, tukondeni kunyadira za Malawi. Tikamagula.
The Malawi Revenue Authority has encouraged importers to make use of duty waivers on COVID-19 fighting equipment. The government of Malawi placed the waivers last year in its fight against the pandemic. The equipment include face masks, hand sanitizers, cylinders, soaps, water treatment chemical and others. Speaking in an interview, MRA Head of Corporate Affairs, Stephen Kaboloma, said many importers are not aware that government placed the waivers a long time ago.
As you are aware, the government of Malawi waived all essential items that are being imported for the treatment as well as prevention of COVID-19. The whole purpose is to allow accessibility of these products to all Malawians. As you are aware, as government is fighting the spread of the pandemic, it is always important that we make goods accessible to Malawians. And therefore, Malawians, whether business or individuals, can import COVID-related items duty-free. Well, because under normal customs procedures, if you import a soap, if you import a gas cylinder, if you import all other items of this nature, you are supposed to pay duty. So in the Customs and Excise Act, duty is still there, but government created a special waiver, a special transaction code. We call it Customs Procedure Code 405C, specifically for COVID. So when you import goods that are for COVID, you will be able to enjoy that. But if you import the same for other things rather than COVID prevention and treatment, you will not enjoy duty. But the process is not tedious to begin with. You all need to do is send the documentation and the application letter to the Commissioner General, and instantly it's approved. It doesn't even take seconds or minutes. It's just there on the table and it's approved. That's what we are doing. What we should encourage Malawians and indeed importers is to make sure that they send the applications even before the goods arrive at the border. As you are aware, it takes a little bit of time before you ordering and the goods arriving at the border. So we can utilize this period of waiting for the goods to arrive at the border to make the necessary application to the Commissioner General. And the Commissioner General, as I said, is looking at this with the speed that it deserves, and within a day you have your application approved. I think the government intention when they were coming up with this customs procedure codes was to allow Malawians to have access to these essential goods at affordable prices. So we are not looking for flooding the market, but we are looking at making sure that you and me, when we need a mask, we should have a mask. You and me, when we need a ventilator, at the time that we need it, we should have it. And therefore, it's making it cheaper to the importers, to the traders, to bring them into Malawi, because it's like government has donated some parts of their revenue towards this exercise. Because remember, if you were to import and pay duty, you would have paid almost above 30%. So it's like government is contributing to the purchase of these COVID-related items by donating over 30%. Actually, we started way back in April last year, and many traders who have been aware of this have access to this. We have cleared billions of goods for COVID-related items. Only that now that we have a surge, we also have a surge of applications, and those that were not aware of where to go, they're going each and every door knocking and seeking for a waiver. But we can tell Malawians that if you have COVID-related goods that you are importing or you're buying from bonded warehouse, please apply to the Commissioner General, because the law has given the Commissioner General the power to look at your goods and approve if they indeed relate to COVID-related items. We cannot rule out the fact that we will be affected by the COVID, and in itself the fact that we are letting some goods go duty-free. But I think we have to look at the big picture, what government wants to achieve at the end of the day. Government wants you and me to be healthy. If we are healthy, we are productive, we will produce more for the government. We will be able to pay more revenue, rather than stifling me by letting me buy the goods at an expensive rate and maybe not making them accessible to the government, to the citizens. So you would look at that government had to make a decision. Do you want people to be healthy and contribute more revenue in future, or do you want revenue now? And obviously, even if you were the president, you would definitely want more revenue in the future, because the more we secure the lives of our citizens, the more we are guaranteed of a brighter future. So we're just appealing to all Malawians, traders and individuals. If you are importing COVID-related items, please apply to the Commissioner General, and I can assure you that that application will be dealt with swiftly and with the speed that it deserves.
The trustees of National Bank of Malawi, NBM Pension Fund, have migrated NBM former employees' benefits from the fund to Nickel Life Insurance Company effective January 1st, 2021. Announcing the change in Blantyre, NBM Pension Fund Administration Limited Chief Executive Officer William Mabulekesi said this is because of differences in risk profiles for active employees and pensioners. Mabulekesi explains.
The background to it is that, as you know, currently all employers are subscribed to Pension Act. It's a law. So the law, yes, became effective 1st June 2011, but the government gave a 3-year period up to 31st May 2014, so that all employers or pension schemes should put their house in order. So those people who retired then, they were retiring another using old rules or old procedures. From 1st June 2014, all people who retire, they get part of their benefits, and the balance go to life assurance company for their monthly pension receipts. Okay, the benefit is that the trustees of the fund looked at the whole composition of the fund. What happened was, these people who retired on or before the cutoff date of 31st May left their benefits, part of their benefits. They cashed about 40% and 60% remained in the fund. So when investing, the fund manager, it was like combined, they were combined. So as you know, by the end of the day or at the end of the year, we are supposed to give bonuses or returns to members in the fund. But you might find that the pensioners sometimes are called passive members. Their main interest is that they are guaranteed of monthly payments. While active employees like myself, my interest is to accumulate as much as possible and get my portion at a later date in the future. So there you could see there is a conflict of interest. No, there will be no loss at all. As NBM as an administrator and the trustees of the fund, our ultimate interest is the welfare of pensioners. You see, what is going to happen now is that at NICO, they will join a bigger pool of a fund of more than 2,000 pensioners. And when they go there, it's like they're joining what is known as an annuity fund. An annuity for life, for them to be receiving monthly payments. So there already, you know, they will benefit. Some will say economies of scale or law of large numbers. In numbers, there's togetherness. So that would be a bigger benefit rather than looking at us as a service provider as a trustee.
Still with National Bank, the financial institution is optimistic that the company will sail through the COVID-19 pandemic. Mabolekesi again explains for National Bank Pension Fund.
2021 is not even promising. The future looks bleak. We do receive requests from employers that maybe they need a moratorium in terms of contribution or a holiday to contribute, to send or to limit rather member contributions, simply because business out there is not promising. And again, you should bear in mind that COVID, what has done is really damaged the global economy, because wherever you go, human capital or labor force like you and me is very key. We are a very big contributor to socioeconomic growth of any country or any economy worldwide. But let's hope we shouldn't put our hands in the air that the house is under fire. Maybe we can do something. All the measures the authorities are putting in place, you and me, we have to play a role. We are still, as much as possible, to reach out to our customers virtually, or now COVID has taught us you can interface with customers using digital, Zoom, or social medium or WhatsApp. We do contact our clients to really appreciate what is really happening behind the scenes, so that if any, we can maybe of value of advice to them. But what is very key is that the economy should rebound. Once the economy will rebound, the industry out there will thrive. People will get back employed. Once they get employed, then they remit contributions. It's like tax. If you don't work, you don't contribute to the tax. It's part of socio-economic development. Likewise, member contributions, pension contributions. If you are out of employment, where will you get the money to remit to the pension fund?
Mark Fasikawawa is the Chief Executive Officer for National Bank of Malawi.
The prospects look a bit dim, but we are not hopeless. Obviously, 2020 was bad. 2021 may be even worse, given that the new wave is actually proving to be more hitting than the previous one. Our business is affected directly. Other businesses we deal in are also affected. So business will be very slow, and it will reflect in all sectors. However, we are hopeful that with the efforts that are happening, thanks to all those that are helping with the fight, and with the advent of or the prospect of a vaccine, things may start getting better if that is effected. But it might be towards the end of the year, and therefore 2020, to sum up, is proving or promising to be a very tough year, business-wise and also health-wise, as far as we are concerned.
Remember, this is Business Time on Times Television with me, Elvis Sohawa. It's a magazine program where we bring you major business and economic stories making headlines. And we'll be back after the break.
Excuse me, madam, stop billing. I'm taking back all these goods to the shelves.
What's wrong, sir?
Never mind, I have just changed my mind.
Excuse me, I just noticed you returned all the goods you meant to buy. What went wrong?
Some of these products are not originally made here in Malawi.
But these goods have a logo to authenticate them, and we manufacture them ourselves.
Then it means you're not registered with Buy Malawi strategy. This logo here with a tick is not correct.
How?
All products and services registered with Buy Malawi strategy have an original logo approved by government through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism that really authenticates your product as a Malawian product. Now once you register, your product and service will be recognized as Malawian. Look, we must buy Malawi to build Malawi. You can find out more from Buy Malawi Secretariat or call them on 01 770 244 0993 707 729 or 0999 528 510. You can also simply email info@buymalawi.mw.
Buy Malawi, tukondeni kunyadira za chimalawi. Tikamagula.
If you're just joining us, welcome back to Business Time. The Institution of Marketing in Malawi, IMM, has revealed that it has submitted to government the Imm Act. The act aims at regulating the marketing profession in Malawi to improve professionalism, according to IMM's Public Relations Director, George Damison. The marketing profession has been unregulated and without the backing of Parliament for so long. George Damison.
To be honest with you, it's exciting times because IMM is here finally, and we believe that we are going to set the standards for the marketing profession in Malawi. You know, there's been a lot of outcry from our membership and non-members alike for there to be a local professional marketing body that is recognized not just locally but also regionally and internationally from our peers. So we believe that the Institute of Marketing in Malawi is going to be a platform where marketers in Malawi can grow and thrive and fully express their talents. The other important thing is that for long, the marketing profession in Malawi hasn't been regulated. It's been free for all of some sorts. So we believe that with IMM and with the backing of an Act of Parliament, we will now be able to regulate the marketing profession in Malawi and help with improving the marketing standards in the country. So it's actually an exciting opportunity both for practicing marketers, those that are studying marketing, for students, and we believe that we have got a lot of exciting programs ahead, and we'll be continuously updating the media on developments within the Institute as we get the ball rolling. We've already started doing a number of initiatives, and we'll be keeping you guys updated as and when key developments happen. So it's an exciting time, and we look forward to having a fruitful time with all the marketers in the country. So at the present stage, the act is with government as we speak. We're just waiting for it to be gazetted. The good news is we have the Right Honorable Vice President Saulos Chilima as our patron. So as a former marketer himself, or as a marketer, you never cease to be a marketer. As a marketer himself, we believe that with his support, the act will soon be gazetted. So we have already made strides in terms of making sure that the act is gazetted, and very soon we believe that the act will be in place. And the mandate that the newly elected council was given by the membership will then be able to be fully executed, backed by that Act of Parliament.
Even though the COVID-19 pandemic has hit hard the economy, some firms are finding ways to make it through. One of such firms is a training and consultative firm, Psychomon Consult. The company's chief executive officer is John Makwakwa, and he explains.
The other innovations that we are having during this tough period of COVID-19, there is brand promotion. We thought it wise to say that most people are indoors during this time. People are working from home. So organizations would want to promote their brand through the social media, even through various medias, the radio, the TV. So we are there because our company has the capacity And we thought it wise to also diversify in this area of marketing consultancy, most especially brand promotion. So we're able to develop and design content, and even the designs itself, being the poster, videos for marketing promotions. So all these things, they can always contact us, and our price varies depending on the type of material that we've developed. But our prices are very low because we are here to help. We are bringing various business solutions to help our clients. And apart from that, we are also looking at events management. And events this time around are mostly going to be online. It's something that we're not familiar with here in Malawi. So it needs people that have got expertise, people that have got experience. And for 2020, our company has organized so many online events, both for us in-house and for other organizations. So please contact us if you've got any event that you want to be learned online. And there's also another consultancy work, which is performance improvement plan. Various organizations during this period of COVID-19 have been faced with various difficulties. So there are ways in terms of how you can turn around when you're making loss to start making profits. So we've got experts that look at that. And we also do feasibility study. We also do business valuations to see the position of your business in terms of financial performance and all that, to look at the current position now and the future picture of the business. So we do business valuation, and also we do customer service and customer survey audits. Other people call that mystery shopping. We'll look at how the customers view your business, and indeed the overall customer service that is being delivered by your employees. So there are various interventions that we've developed. The other one that I must mention before I conclude, very important, we are also into entrepreneurship capacity building. We are developing the capacity of entrepreneurs through both financial assistance and also through advisory assistance. On the financial aspect, we've got a group called the Bulls. This is an investors club here in Malawi. It's a first of its kind. And what is normally happening is we register entrepreneurs that are interested to access this particular fund and to join this program. And once we register them, they come up with the business plans and business proposals. They submit to us, we analyze, and then we organize a pitch day where they're going to pitch to these investors for funding. And those that are successful, they will get the funding. Even if they're not successful, because we will help them through the process of developing these documentations, the business plans, the proposals and the like, they should have benefited from that process. But most of them will be able to be successful and get the fund and even the financial advice.
Well, with that story, I've come to the end of today's edition of Business Time here on Times TV. It is a magazine program where we bring you major business and economic news making headlines in the country. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Elvis Soahawa, but always remember, if it's not about money, don't touch it.
It's about time. It's about time.
Participate in any of our programs. Send your opinions anytime on Times TV and Times Radio via SMS to 1895. Terms and conditions apply.
It's about time.
Mwana wanga
bwanja mai
iwe nkazi wako waikisa implant.
Ndikudziwa pali vuto